Hello everyone. I'm making this video to show you how the PlotGen module in PlotSense work. And the first thing to do is to pip install PlotSense. And after that is done, I will import the PlotSense package. And this package includes three different modules. It includes the recommender module, the plot generator, and the explainer. I'll be making use of two distinct data sets. There's a data set for bank customers, which I'll be using for this example, and there's a HR data set. So I'll be reading them as CSV. So let's explore the bank data set. So these are the columns, and also for the HR data set. And the first module from PlotSense I'm going to be exploring is the recommender module. So the recommender module will suggest for me five different or multiple plot types. It could be more than five, but these are done by the LLM model on the back end. So for me to do that, I'll pick one of the data set as an input into the recommender module. And when I run the recommender, there will be a prompt for me to input my Grok API. I have that saved somewhere. I'm just going to copy it and then I will paste it in the prompt and press enter. And then the recommender module is running now. And the output will be a suggestion in form of a pandas data frame. We have to wait a bit for this. Okay, so we have here different plot type suggested based on the data set we fed into our different models through the recommender module. If we choose to plot, say for instance, scatter plot, we have to we can make use of two different ways to use the PlotGen module. We could either use three arguments in which the first argument will be the data set that we pasted here. And the second argument will be the index of the plot we choose to use. So we have chosen scatter plot, which is on index 0. So I will change this to 0. Then the suggestion is the suggestion data frame, which is an output of our model. And when I run it, what we have is a scatter plot of age against balance as suggested by our model. The second way in which we can make use of the PlotGen module is to use two different arguments in which the first argument will be our data set and the second argument will be the suggestion data frame indexed against the index number that we have chosen. And still, let's make use of the index 0 and we're going to get the same result. So those are the two different ways in using, or those are the two different ways of using the PlotGen module. So after getting the figure output, we can choose to make use of the explainer module to get an explanation of our figure. We're still having a prompt for us to enter our Grok API. We'll paste it again. Now, let me get my API here and paste. Then our explainer module is running against the figure. So what we are hoping to get from this explainer module is a text-based explanation and insight on the plot that we have made. I'll print that out as an output and we can get an in-depth insight into what we've plotted. So I would like to use another data set to test. So what we've done here is we've tested our module or all our modules against bank DF data set. So I would like us to make use of the HR data set and see how that will work as well. So we want to get, no, we want a recommender to get us different plot suggestions first. So in the output, we should have different plot type based on the data set we fed into it. Okay, here we go. So we have several plot types. And if I choose to make use of my Instagram, which is on index 2, I'll change this data set first because we're making use of a new one now, which is the HR data frame. So I'm going to, then we're choosing to use the histogram, which is on index 2. And this is a suggestion data frame as well. So I will run this and I have an histogram of length of service as suggested by our model. Then I can choose to use the second method as well by having our data frame as a first argument. Then we have our suggestion index against 2 for us to have our Instagram as well. So here we go. We have the same plot for both method of using PlotGen module. Then let's see how our explainer module work against the figure. So we should have an insight based on this histogram that has been um, gotten from the PlotGen module, a text-based explanation as well. Okay, let's print out the result. And here we go. So we have a text-based insight, an in-depth insight into the plot, the histogram plot of length of service. Thank you for listening.